Is this live now? Oh, hello everybody. Oh, Jake is here finally. Sorry, all. I have very limited time now in between my life. My hair is very interesting. Hello. Who are
What
you?
time for this then?
No, I think we're doing this. We're finally here.
We're here.
My hair is crazy. I am fully not prepared, buddy. Oh, Jonathan has. What is that? I don't know what's going on anymore. Yeah, what I don't know what that is either. You have a little crown next to your name.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't either. I think because you were first,
Oh, first.
maybe. Logan says, "Sup, dude."
What? So it's been 33 degrees here today.
Oof, oof.
Um,
Carl, hello.
wait. Oh no! What's what's YouTube doing?
I don't
This
know.
feels persecutory.
I like on my end. I'm very curious to see how it looks from when I get onto like the actual like video because I see like in the top right corner something that says XP. I don't know what that is. I don't know how one gets YouTube XP. Does one just have to be like a hikikomori and just like watch a ton of YouTube videos? Jake, you are not a top fan, unfortunately. I'm also not a top
Oh
fan.
no, I'm
Oh,
number
you're number
two.
2 fan. What? It shows a list if you click it.
Mm,
Oh, Carl, you're number 3. Oh, wow. Look at everybody getting XP.
mm.
Is this now a competition? This is
I don't
crazy.
like this.
I
I
also
don't know
do
why
not
they're
like.
doing this.
Oh gosh.
Why does it have to be a game? Oh, by the way, can you hear my fan? Or is Google doing a good job of like taking the background noise out?
Hi, Nemo. I think I don't hear it. That's a question for everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't currently hear anything. You're going to hear them echo, everybody. Oh, actually, never mind. I actually have this set that just does. Yeah, it seems like
Mm-hmm.
this is bizarre. Anyway, we'll see
Miles,
what.
are you my fan? Are you a fan of me?
I'm a fan of you.
Okay.
I'm a fan of your fan. I'm a
Okay.
fan of those Mar fans. Marfan awareness.
Everyone can add their own fan noise to get the full experience that I'm having.
Indeed.
Um,
I'm gonna finish loading up these documents because I am woefully ill prepared. Let's see how long. Oh,
okay.
video details. Girl, did I just close out the. Oh, never mind. Nice. Can you be your own fan? I think so. Can one self fan? I also love how I don't know if it's European Portuguese as well, but I definitely know in Brazilian Portuguese that fan is spelled F-A with a tilde, and I love it so much.
I think that's true. Um, me. Um, I mean, it's not hard to check these things.
It is also not hard to. I mean, for you because you have a functioning computer. I'm still waiting on. I pressed import, and I'm still waiting on the little file thing to come up. So I'm going to yo-yo for a little bit. Oh, it yelled at me now. Great, love that for it, girl.
So yeah, it's fair and fast.
I'm wondering. Yeah, that is true. I'm wondering if I'm going to get a new computer eventually, but I'm wondering if I should get it when I'm in Canada because of tariffs, and then just like I don't know. In this economy, probably.
It makes me feel so sad. Like, why like okay, from one country that's made a horrible decision that like is deeply affecting our economy, the idea that like this one guy, I guess it's not just this one guy, like there's a whole system that like backs him up for some reason. That like, you know.
Oh yeah, Carl, you did mention that to me, that you would be in Ottawa, or you mentioned that to your community that you'd be in Ottawa. I probably would be driving through there in a few weeks, but I do not know. I doubt we would be stopping in Le Capitale du Canada. How should we get started? Did we have I don't think we had a poll, did we?
We did.
Oh.
It was you were very upset. You so
Oh, did I just block it out?
Basically what happened was I was like basically I was like we need to work out what we're actually doing for the possessive.
Yeah, we actually do.
Yeah. And I knew that I had seen in this Haskell math article these like three different versions. And I went through and I realized that like the transitive transpossessive strategy wasn't gonna work. So
yeah,
I knew that like the look possessive was gonna be very easy because we already had all of the stuff there for it basically. And I think like that we can say quite quickly that the look we voted on two options, a look possessive option, which is where you mark the possessor in the locative and the possessum. I feel like
I hate the
they're
word.
the sort of words that I feel like I would read more than I would say because I'm like, am I saying possessor or am I going like possessor?
Possessor.
And no, yeah. I mean, I know there's. It's just I think like the more that I hear Latin, especially like I don't know, do you follow Luke Ranieri and like
The
the
name
spoken
sounds familiar, but I
Latin?
do not follow.
Okay,
Hi,
like
Danielle.
I used to watch a lot more like living Latin content basically.
Okay.
Um, and so I'm used to hearing Latin with like the reconstructed like um Caesarean, I think is what they usually call it, like Latin from the time of Cicero.
Oh, not I see. Not like the
Yeah.
section.
Wait, what?
Not like the section.
Oh, not Caesarean.
Caesarean. Not Caesarean.
I
I know
I
what
don't know what
I
the
know the
proper I don't know what the proper word like it's from who I would call Cicero, but would
yeah.
historically have been Cicero.
You know.
And then but there's no like
And then Caesar is the section, like the salad.
but then like
Yes, Nemo, we're on the same page.
in Latin his adjectival form is would be in classical Latin Ciceronianus,
Icadoniano.
which would be oh no, here it is, Ciceronian.
Interesting.
So I don't know. I don't know what's right. And maybe Luke is referring to it must be the same Cicero. There's no way it's going to be different Cicero than that one. Anyway, it may have even been a different one. Oh, Suzanne. Suzanne. Anyway,
Yeah. So I'm underneath the possession category. And they have the word the. I think this gives like were you a SpongeBob person? They have SpongeBob over there.
um,
Growing up.
so do you want a long answer or a short answer?
Let's go with short because it's a very quick reference that if you know, you know.
We know who SpongeBob is, but not everyone had the channel to watch it.
Got it. So if I said that like when SpongeBob was writing the essay about what he learned in boating school, this would make no sense to you with the and how how like intricately done it was and the beautiful tea.
I don't really have a sense of that.
Yeah, Jonathan, this is an image, so you can blame whoever published this horror for like
Martin has, well, the publisher, I don't remember.
the publisher needs a little humbling. Speaking of my content nowadays, has been like Karen's getting arrested.
Hmm.
I don't know why that's been the comment I've been like encountering, but it has been very like I don't think mind altering, but it's definitely been I watched trash content. Remy called me out. I watched really trash
But this
content.
is Remy who enjoys Love Island.
No, they do not enjoy Love Island. They tolerate it around me. They just like someone called Shakira because she calls Shakira.
But I wouldn't watch a show just because there was a character named Shakira. Unless it was actually Shakira.
Oh my gosh.
Actual Shakira goes on Love Island.
The possessor. Move this a little bit. Ka-chow. The possessor is marked with
Okay.
the evocative article. Wow.
Do we need any of this still? No, we don't.
Best. It possesses.
That bit seems important.
In the nominative. The argument. Both the arguments.
Do you have a word for hip yet, Jonathan?
Or to lie, or to
Or
tell the
to
truth.
lie? Or whatever,
It's not a lie.
or wherever. Or female wolf. I think that she-wolf sounds so much weirder as a name for something in English because, like, hay una, like, loba as a title
Una
just makes
loba.
sense.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, no es un lobo, es una loba.
Es una loba. Have we decided
Well,
which
okay, do you
copula?
know how different accents of Spanish sound?
Ya, claro que sí. Viene el colombiano de singy songy.
I'm gonna take that as a claro que no. Move on. Fue mi paisa, pero no muy accurate. No, preciso. Anyway.
For the equitive copula.
Well, you could make Shakira mean to Frangle or to lie intentionally without restraint.
Go ahead. Equitative. Equitive, not equitative.
So,
Right, we would use moo here, moos, and not vocals.
let me remember. Yeah, because we're like we're I need to reset. We're going to use mo's mo because I remember that vapuz becomes vapuzos, doesn't it? This isn't the third person, is it?
Where are you at? Volpus is third person. Yeah.
Oh, it is. Okay. Why can't we just call it vapu?
We can call Volpu.
Okay, I guess you've been calling the other one moose all this time anyway.
I think, I mean, this is going to speak to how we do dictionaries too, unless we have an infinitive. It sounds like we can even do it just like the third person's singular conjugation could just be a citation form. We don't have to worry about infinitive.
I mean, it depends how you feel, like, because you can also just write them as like, because it's just it's proto just mu, isn't it?
I think so.
So you could either write it as like not capital.
Me.
So if you wanted to keep the verbal noun with the stem form, you could just write them like that. Or you would do like me moose, which is first person, or me mook. Although mook would be a weird one because I think it's fine using, because we use the form with the third, like, no, not third, with the second or first or second person object as citation, like the first citation form for obligatory possessed nouns. That something with that did come up actually, because I made a word for flower, and then I was like, are we always going to, like, flower is analogous enough to like arm?
Yeah, I can argue that.
Well,
like the ground's flower until you pick it up.
That's not the way that I was thinking about it.
Okay.
Because,
or like a tree like blooming a flower out and it behaves as a body part.
Yeah, more like that.
Gotcha.
Because a flower, if you said that the flower is of the ground, that would mean that like every plant
would be obligatorily possessed.
Yeah.
That would be wild. We're not doing that, but that would be wild.
I was thinking you'd probably end up with a situation where you probably wouldn't usually refer to what we would call a flower. You would call it the name of the flowering plant.
Yeah.
In the same way that we would.
So they're not going to have a lot of flowering plants. At least I don't think. I mean, there'll be some, but it's going to be like mosses and lichen and little grasses that little reindeer chew on.
But also, okay, I mean, Nemo, it's equivalent to an arm because we have words for arm. Like, we don't have, like, how far into the stream are we? Like, I'll just say we don't have a word for, like, gonad.
Finger?
We don't have a word for, like, animal reproductive parts that I could have analogized. Because a flower is a plant, like,
yeah, I mean, you're not wrong.
I'm not wrong.
You're not wrong. Sorry, guys. Plants have sex, and when like,
oh no, they don't.
Someone has to say it.
They have asex.
Yeah,
oh no, they have I feel like Sex for Plants is kind of different.
That'd be a great show title, Sex with Plants.
Sex with Plants. I said four.
Either sex for or sex with. I think
Sex with Plants sounds like a really strange Catan spin-off.
that's it.
Like if Catan was redesigned for like millennial gay people.
Oh my gosh. Um, the bear. Let's have a nice little thing. The bear has honey.
I was right, this would be a weird stream.
So
I'm
literally,
I'm
this is
severely dehydrated right now.
at the bear. Honey is honey. You have a word for bee.
Yes, we do.
Bee. Oh, I just pasted bee. It's
Oh,
Johnny.
bear or I thought I'd made a word for bee, but maybe I haven't put it in the dictionary yet.
I'm also getting.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Zane za. We work for honey for sure. Oh no, Zane, not Zane za. So it'd be Zane. Bet. Perfect. Love this. Oh, Danielle. Oh no. Well, go have hope your appointment is nothing too worried. But
Sorry, it meant
goodbye.
me.
It's so it's gonna be Zane, Zabe. If honey starts with a z, it does not. Yep. Yep, gay. Moose. Moose.
Then it's no, it's a bang
Why is it bang?
because the next word is ayep.
Oh, yo. Okay. That's yeah. I didn't realize that at first. This is cool. I like this. I don't have bear though because there are no bears there. I mean, you could always loan a word for bear.
Or just make it about like a fat gay guy.
Yes. I mean, that's one thing you could do. Yep. See, once Pride Month ends, y'all, something happens where this is what you get. Apparently,
I
so
feel like my hair is gonna look different all the way through. Also, you have like loan words from Thai. Couldn't you like learn a Thai root for bear and then semantically bleach it or something?
also I'm getting like I was sick this like past weekend, and I still have a little
You
bit of
are sick, Miles. You're the sickest.
I kind of am mistaken.
You're
So I'm
bear
gonna
sick.
take one moment. Excuse me.
Huh. To talk about bears.
I don't think the internet would want to see me blow my nose, so you're
Or
welcome to bring
okay,
it up.
Jonathan, is there like two-way communication between the Valia universe and the other universe? Or is it like a wormhole you can only go one way through? like obviously if there's no way they would know about bears, then that's fine. You could just make it a different animal. But yeah, it's one way. Uh-huh. But that still means that you could like put words through and have them be reinterpreted. Like if the word for bear also just meant like monster or something. Anyway, you're the one who was gonna. What was? I didn't. I don't know.
This
It's fine.
this was the reason we did this, correct? Was to make a negative construction.
Well, it doesn't. So hayabgemos. Wait, ¿qué? Hayabgemos. So at the bear.
Where you are.
Wouldn't it?
Wait, yeah. Now I'm thinking about this, and it might
Isn't
be.
it hayabtamos?
I think it's going to be because that's not the object of it; it's the subject.
Hmm.
Because honey is at the bear. Is I guess honey is subject. It's an oblique fronting.
I'm sorry, Jonathan. I got lost.
Got lost in the sauce. Lost
Mm-hmm.
in the sauce.
Got lost in the
Lost.
sauce.
It's not there.
I have to say this sentence makes me really dislike the number of dads we have. That I think that like part of it is that the most nouns aren't going to have a that in it.
Yeah, and most won't. Or be very similar to
Yeah.
that. Well, I'm not like worried. Worried it just happens to be just the sentence we have on hand. God, the fudge. What the fudge?
Like
well,
yeah, I think that if we're saying that it has to have a za in the locative bit, then yeah, because of the way that we've done this, we have to stress this.
mm-hmm.
And yeah. It's fine.
It is fine.
Dane tabe ngayet tamuz. So yeah, okay. This was yes, we were thinking about negative auxiliaries from this.
Yeah, because we were thinking about like some sort of like where I'm at here, some sort of like locative kind of like negative strategy, like the at me stocking up is not there for like I hadn't stocked up. And I think this plays nicely with
well,
just
that one is based on the verbal noun pattern. This one we've got like two. I guess it actually wouldn't be a bad. I'm peering again. It wouldn't be a bad poll. I think like
we have the form, we have some ideas of where we want the construction to be. And
Sorry.
No, you're good. I
Um,
think it's a matter of how much we're going to kind of blend this lock possessive esque thing with with a negative construction. So like if it was like I'm trying to think of a because like to have is
sorry.
not
It was the way you pronounce negative. Unless
negative
like I guess
because
you're taking the stress pattern from negation and applying it to negative. Anyway,
yeah, you're fine. The bay.
it's okay. I remember what my question thing was.
Okay.
I think we both like the construction. Okay, I'll finish this bit, and then I'll come back to you, Jonathan. All right. Okay. So we both like this construction, but the thing that isn't obvious is what exactly it means.
Mm-hmm. Like
Because
the ramifications of it.
which is why if I say it, if it were to be a poll, it would be like option A would be um verbal noun um key becomes um well, let's just call it post, and it would become a um perfective. I mean, I think perfective. No,
Mm.
that
No, I think more in mm,
I mean it's in the sense of I
like
have eaten and it like because the thing that we have is that we have this pair, right? And so there's one way this could go where the possessive pair is both used and like I eating have like it's very the thing is I don't know how Indo like Eura if it's Eurasian, it might be like I think it just kind of there is a bit to it where it makes sense where
mm-hmm.
if it's I eating have then it's like they're like I their experience of eating which is I think perfective. I want to double check before someone corrects me, but because the thing the weirdness is that like the perfect
Mm. Yeah. We're the
no
perfect
no I think I'm wrong. It's the I think it is why does this have to be
so
so annoying?
the perfect there is some like relevance of the past, but it is not contained within it. Versus the perfective is the containment of it. I think this is reading. I mean, this may be really Englishy, but like I eating have. I mean, I think my brain wants to read it as I have ate, which is the perfect, but it's not that.
Obi I have eaten,
Yeah.
which is the perfect. But it's the same construction that you get in Korean with uh tonen. There's no Okay, there's no one watching who it will benefit from me saying the Korean sentence. They basically have I subject,
Hmm.
eat dogi, which is a construction basically that indicates that you're using this structure.
Hmm.
Um,
Doggy.
then 있어요 or 없어요, and it means I have it's the same as our perfect, although you can't use it all the time. It
Hmm.
just the Korean structure just means that you have experience of doing something. So it would be very strange to for you to say, like, okay, like if you said like 저는 떡볶이를 먹는 적이 있어요. So I have eaten tteokbokki. In
Yum.
English, if you said I've eaten tteokbokki, like you could be saying, "Oh, like in my life, I have had the experience of eating
Mm.
tteokbokki," or um, but it could also mean, "Oh, I don't need to eat now because I've eaten tteokbokki."
Mhm. Okay, I think we now have said this is the perfect, but I want to make sure we know what option B is.
Option B is that
Is the
we
auxiliary-ish.
the verb plus um, key and then optional aux equals negative verb. So in this one, um, so let's find another verb. Um, oh, I can't look in the dictionary because we just haven't put them in yet.
We haven't put no verbs. That's yes. Jonathan, to your point, I use a positive anymore today during therapy. I said, "Why do I do it anymore?" It was, it's very nice and very rewarding. Continue.
Um, which words do we have verbs or
We
I
have
don't
verbs,
know.
just none.
Okay, quiz. We'll use quiz.
Coos. Oh, yes, because see how you want to use verbs.
So to touch,
Because
touch,
every
touch, touch,
time we
touch.
touch, we get. Oh yeah. Touch.
Um, I've been enjoying the the in the Cat's Eye universe. They've just released an EP, and one of the songs has the line "God bless the T girls and the in between girls." And as a in between girl, I was like,
Yes.
and there's this whole thing about how the songwriter is non-binary, like the lyricist, and they made like they wouldn't give the song to a group to perform if they didn't have the line about the two girls and the in-between girls. And there were
Wow.
all of these allegedly there are a bunch of artists who wouldn't perform the song without changing those lines.
Damn.
And everyone wants to know like who these artists were. Um, so basically what this would do is like if we use Kuz is like just the base form, right?
Yeah.
So um so in option A, you could have something like Kuz I Kuzvemos or Kuzmus. I think in the modern form it would have to be Kuzvemos,
I think it would as well.
which would mean like oh, this is where it gets weird because it would be this would it'd be like I have touched. That it doesn't mean anything.
I've touched.
I um uh like you do get structures like this.
Yeah.
Like it reminds me of an Indian English, like using the word reach for arrive. So if you're like if I was going, we were going to the train station,
Yeah.
and like my friend was calling her boyfriend, and he was like, "Have you reached?" And like we're reaching.
Oh, I would not use that construction whatsoever. How interesting.
Well, because in American English, like to reach in a casual
Needs
sense is like to like
reach
go
out.
beyond like what's the way, how do you explain it? Like you're reaching, like you're
Stretching. You're like, exaggerating.
yeah, you're exaggerating.
Yeah. And do I have a
Uh,
needs X construction? Yes, I do. Very much so. Like this does need touched. It will come out sometime. We'll see.
okay, so for option B, you would get something like, now I'm trying to like, it would end up diachronically being something along the lines of kuski, like kuskis.
Yes.
So like, what would this end up being? C. Uh, I don't know if this is licit, but diva kuski. I think we would have to have some kind of reduction here. But anyway,
Yeah, we'll figure that out later. So we'll do it on post.
so like I'm trying to say like I don't. Are we going to have a continuous aspect in this language, or are we doing a French?
Well, let's go up to the live, laugh, love auxiliaries.
Well, but okay, if we're doing
I don't think so then.
okay, so no, we
No,
were
you
thinking it
can't
could
put
be
that.
imperfective,
We said living is going to be um sometime.
which means that we would have a distinction.
This is
But
love. If the
where come to me,
come to you. Hello.
and
Oh, we get
I'm
that.
gonna rename this.
Live, laugh, loving it.
So yeah, because I realized that if it was old, this would like really mess things up. Well, not
So
really. It wouldn't mess things up necessarily, but it would add such a it would add such an extra dimension of irregularity that would be interesting. But
interesting.
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 Um, oh, this is reminding me of. I'm guessing that you've been too busy to watch the latest game
All
changer
stars.
yet.
Oh no, I
It's
know it. I know it exists now. I'm so ready.
it's so good.
Okay,
It's
I'm so
so good. It's like the best game changer episode that
Is
like
it better than the rat? The one with the circle, but with the rat, the bug with the big ass. That has been my favorite up to this point.
oh, Ratfish.
The ratfish. I love the rat.
Okay. I think
Hi,
the
Aaron.
multi episode ones to me are a different thing than
Okay,
the
Jonathan.
single episode ones.
Yeah.
Like I would compare Ratfish to like the one that's Survivor that isn't Survivor.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Like I think comparing them is better.
I love the Venus one too.
I don't know. I'm not saying it's the best, but it's the best one that they've had for a while. Like I would say I think parts of it is hard that they've done really well so often this season. I mean, actually, I think they do well all the time, but like I have not laughed like I laughed for this one. Like,
No.
like, like it wasn't like,
Our
oh,
movie.
this is funny, but like I'm not like I was like physically like properly laughing. What was going so yeah.
Live, laugh, loving it. So yeah, I don't think we
Um,
can just shove an E at the end and call it a day. That would be irresponsible.
well, no, like if this was a very new thing, like this Mbu, the Mbu form, right?
Yeah.
This is like this is just going on the final form
Okay.
of the. Oh, don't worry about that, Aaron. Like I was worried Miles wasn't gonna be here, so like at least with
At least we're doing
8 hours sleep over the last 2 days.
Yeah, they had a little reel. He had a little relay to do. You remember your first relay?
I remember my first relay, but I don't remember it being that bad. Like I think like I don't know. I think that you were very kind with when you did your sleep schedule so that I could keep mine more intact.
I think that's fair. I think like my sleep schedule needed to be out of whack out of solidarity for yours already just being perpetually out of whack.
Yeah, mine's fully whacked. Like
Yes. Oh, I understand what this is now. This is the subjunctive vibe down here.
yeah.
Okay. I just got that. Anyway,
Wait, but then why is this I'm I think this translation is wrong. We changed this so that it would be this we were going for the Bumubukubov.
yeah, Mubukbov. I remember this form from last week. I remember we had a whole little Mabukabov, and I don't remember why it was important or like why we did it. We need a me for this, an archivist,
Say it again?
an archivist.
No, the bit before that.
What before it?
The thing the thing you were talking about this sentence right before you said the bit about for the archivist, and I missed it because I was reading the chat.
Oh, sorry. Oh, we need like a me for like this for like how like I go like
I'm gonna turn my fan off, and then I'm gonna listen to you without the fan, and then
okay,
I'm gonna turn it back on again.
okay,
Because I think that I reached brain capacity. Like the little red bar was flashing.
I see.
Okay, I'm
So
looking in.
we need a me like to like how like I go back and like Pat's LTS videos
Sorry,
and like find where they did stuff. Yeah, we need a me.
that It's that 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 structure absolutely sent me. I was like, what is we need a meet?
We need a meet.
like, like, what the hell is a we need a meet?
we we need a me. A cute name though. I'm gonna name my child One need a me.
One need a me.
One need a me. Boo. Terrible. Okay. I still don't
Okay.
know.
So we need someone like Miles.
Oh. We need a me.
Okay, carry on. So we need a. I'm sorry.
I had a little dribble, I'm sorry.
Not the too much fan service, Miles.
Not the smosh binging. But what were you saying before?
So what were you saying after we need a me?
Oh, we need a little archivist to like go down and do a little hunting.
Okay. That yes. I've finally been able to pass what you said. I'm putting the fan back on.
The fan is making an appearance again.
Oh,
Oh, my gosh.
that was a lot.
It's been a dick. Girl, I had a dentist appointment at 8 o'clock in the morning today.
Mm-hmm. And did they give you the good stuff? Is that what's happened?
It gave me 3 different appointments. I'll tell you that much. Wild. I don't even know what we're doing anymore. I have no idea what's happening.
Okay. I'm like trying to extract this from the recesses of my mind.
So the seeds.
If we gloss this, so it would be seed, accusative plural. I hate those links.
I don't care, Poland.
Then store. And now I'm calling it volitional. If you want, we can call it desirative.
I'm fine with volitional.
I think volitional makes sense. And then possessive.
That is the
It's
past subjunctive of the possessive verb.
Past subjunctive.
Second
person. Yep. Singular. No, there's no distinction. So I don't think it means if you had stored the seeds. Because
if you had wanted
to store the seeds.
There we go. Nice. And that does make a lot more sense. I got some recent feedback from somebody that said examples is key. So having examples is like important.
Did that happen to be from someone in the chat?
No, it happened to be they know who they are. They're very helpful and kind. And I will leave it at that. This is not a dig. This is a actual helpful, constructive thing.
Jesse?
I didn't say that. I believe we're playing like Guess Who.
It reminds me of that song that Aquaria did with that drag queen who's not a Ru girl that was kind of famous at one point.
Imp.
Why can't I? Oh, Linux.
Like the operating system?
I'm okay. I realize right now I'm referencing drag music that came out in 2016.
And by Aquarius.
I'm really sorry.
So
I've
already
dragged
will be
this
listening to
from
that.
the darkest corners of
Wow.
the pop culture universe to bring you the off drag race drag music
Amazing.
featuring Aquaria. Also, I feel like Aquaria is like one of the most forgettable winners that they've ever had.
I find no lies here. I mean,
but also I can't find the. Anyway, there was a whole song that was like "Stop trying to spill my tea," which is basically the mood I was getting.
oh my gosh.
100% right about what? Okay. No, the verbal noun is me.
The verbal noun is me. I am the verbal noun. We need a verbal noun. We need a me.
Okay.
Yep. Well,
Oh, why are you trying to stack these?
Well, that's the fun part. Is
no, but it's also, it doesn't have to be if you had wanted. It could also just be if you wanted. We're using the had here in the subjunctive sense. Like, if, like, woulda? Like, is that like subjunctive enough without being?
If you would have wanted to go,
If you, like, because I don't want to include like the. No, because it is past, but it's not.
Yeah, what here does make sense.
Okay, so right now we have past versus not past.
No.
Right? Which means that you can express, like, you can, like, and this in theory includes our mood stuff as well, right?
In theory.
So
in theory, I don't need you. God.
This has honestly been one of the most chaotic episodes we have actually
in a very long while. I'm so glad. I'm so glad you get this amazing content, everybody.
This is absolutely like next Tuesday, I'm gonna have been off work for 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
I say that I'm gonna be going and doing like actual kind of work. Anyway,
do you know where I'm going next?
What's wrong about Woulda? How are we spelling Woulda?
WOULD space O.
Oh, there's an L. There's an L. That's the proper. I forgot that there was an L. I'm like, I know that that vowel is from a closed syllable. No, no, the A is fine.
Anyway, before I say this, you know where I'm going next Tuesday? Any guesses? Do you want to take a guess where I'm going next Tuesday?
And the clinic.
You're close. It's the dentist again.
Wolfer, Wolver.
Whoa, whoa. Jonathan, how does it feel to be our number one fan?
I feel like we did know this. Like,
Let's see. Top fans.
actually, guess who's third without checking, unless you
I
have
already,
already
I
checked.
already checked.
Oh. I think is kind of iconic of Danielle.
Yeah, she came
I
in one
don't
of
understand how Aaron. Why isn't Aaron on the list? Are you not subscribed?
gotta graft harder. When I go home, he'd then be single. If he's
I
not
don't
single
know
enough, I
how
don't know
the
what's going
system
on.
works.
You know how Love Island works?
No, I haven't. I haven't watched it.
It's like semi-permeable membrane. It starts off with the nutrients inside that it needs, like the couples, and then after a while, some couples nutrients come in. Like, ooh, here's a new nutrient. What's gonna happen? And then the nutrients like leave because they cry. Like, oh no, I'm sad. I'm a sad nutrient.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Because he was number one.
Yeah, David's lumped Jonathan in with us on the LTS Discord, so I think it's fair. We did pay Jonathan once. We did.
Yeah, I know we did.
Why are you looking at me like that then?
I don't like talking about finances.
Okay.
Anyway, how are we doing this? Is this going to be Key Bukbov?
Okay.
Oh,
I'm in the document right now. We have passed, non-passed.
it's locked July.
Okay.
Locking for July.
So back. Where were we?
Pass, non-pass distinction. Woulda.
No. Before we went to this section, because we were talking about the imperfective and continuous.
Correct. The live.
Yes, but before that, I can't verbal possession. Here we go.
Yes.
Here we go. Because did I write my options A and B here? Yes, I did.
Yes,
They're
you did.
highlighted. Okay. If we develop a perfect, I guess we'll call this like the aspect route.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's that. And then the other one would be negation on verb
Route.
root. If we
just don't have the data yet to do this, or we want to push.
What do you mean?
Well, we don't know what route we're going on yet. We're waiting for the people to tell us.
Well, this is a subjunctive poll. I need to zoom in a bit. Okay. So, like, this is just thinking through the consequences. If
I see.
If we went the aspect route, then we would have basically we would have a we would then split past. I thought it was weird that I got both pronunciations of route. I started saying route in my head, or did I not say route in reality?
I think you said root.
I know I said route afterwards because
I
of
know
the
I said
bump.
rat, but I don't remember saying root.
Okay,
Anyway.
maybe Jonathan mixed us up because they don't know us very well. I thought that was Remy for a second. I was
Me
like,
doing that? No, you would hear it. Hi,
okay.
Vicky.
I think I was like
King was your
self
little no
hallucinating.
hi, welcome.
Hi, Tinglish,
We were
my
also late,
biggest
so don't feel
fan.
as bad.
When I solo stream and it's just me and Tinglish, I get so much done. I have the best time. no, no offense, Miles.
I
You mostly because basically I'm just like doing shit that's already done. You know?
mm. And I'm just
So
like,
so this one wouldn't affect aspect.
correct, but not.
So and then aspect root would be we would split aspect up more
Mm-hmm. Granularly.
granularly
Granularity.
with
Um,
more granularity.
with more like, yeah, more discrete distinctions, I guess. I don't know. I think the system we have currently, I I do
Oh,
like
it's just granularly.
granularly.
It's granularly, it's not granularly. Granularly.
Or have you used Grammarly today to help you out with your writing?
No, fuck AI.
I'm going.
Sorry. I'm just I'm so pissed off with myself for ever having used ChatGPT.
I mean, it's an AI revolution.
Well, no, but it's like I think that like it wasn't the very first year with it, but it was like the first time where it felt like everyone was using it, and I was gonna like fall behind if I didn't use it. And then like I tried to use it carefully because that seemed to be the in thing. And then like now I'm just like fuck, like big regret. Like
Yeah, it's. I don't want to get into AI or A1 as some people say, but
it says A1.
our Secretary of Education. So I mean,
Why are they calling it A1?
because they thought the I was a one, so they called it A1. It's like Roman numeral. I don't know.
I mean, to be fair, like our education ministers have been like fairly fairly bad. But yeah, anyway,
Anywho, I permanently crossed off option A, um,
why?
because I think with the system of the tense and the subjunctivity and the modals, and I I don't know. I think we've gone a lot heavily on aspect that maybe just
And
something.
subjunctive is mood. Subjunctive is mood.
Yeah. Yeah. So like we're putting a lot of eggs in the tense and mood basket, but not in the aspect basket, and I think that's a cool thing for us now.
I my hesitation with losing the thing that makes me think that we should go maybe with option A
Okay.
is because we have the things like mbu, because the mbu structure is basically patterned off this same structure, right? But I guess the mbu structure doesn't isn't perfect, is it? So maybe I don't know if that's a for or a against, because if you have verb mbu possessive, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
It doesn't. Then if you wanted to say, I had wanted, you'd be like, I had wanted to touch, which is such a strange thing to
Oh
say.
my god.
There would be ku, kuzmbu, which I don't even think that's allowed. I think it would be just kumbu. Yeah. Kum.
Kumbu.
No, we do allow fricative nasal. So yeah, kuzmu, kuzmu, um, kuzmu, mm, kuzmu mi,
Moose.
mm, which is like touch, volitional, possessive, possessive one, or mi vemos.
The me vamus makes more sense to me. Because then you're marking it as a noun in some capacity.
Hmm. I'm like, could you do both? Yeah, I think if you did both, I feel like if we did both, I maybe wouldn't want to do it with key. I think I would want to do it with a different negata.
Having multiple negators is
I
oh,
mean,
I'm brain farting. I'm like
more the
I'm
thing is like
interested.
right
Yeah.
now we have
Yeah.
zero negators. Like we have something with lexical absence.
Properties of a negator.
Like yeah, but you can't say like I think adze is eat.
Yeah.
So like you can't say like adze ki right now and have it mean didn't eat.
Correct. That is true.
So we'd have to make it like either adze kis.
You're kind of making me yawn.
Uh
Must sleep.
like I
Yeah.
still really wouldn't mind if we had some kind of negator that just went out in front of the verb.
I mean, could we do like a little like moo construction with a negator? I mean, we have the idea of like the laughing as the not blank construction, but that's a little bit more different. But I
I
do
mean,
like the
I guess
idea of
yeah,
being
we had already considered a a specific kind of negation. Like but like you wouldn't describe sino and pero as
as yeah
as
negators.
negators, yeah.
Yeah, I hear that.
Um
Um, but yeah, I think having some bound whether it's a prefix or a suffix. Suffix to me just seems more natural in this, but it could be what it is. But like I think there's something helpful in this, especially if our verb are going to get kind of like large and chunky.
Chunky.
Some like them thick. Some like them chunky.
Chunky.
There we go. Sleep is for people without baking rooms.
I was thinking that might
How dare you?
slip you up. Is that correct English? That might trip you up.
Yeah, I mean,
they might slip you up is quite middle voice.
I mean, in my heart of hearts, I know what a baking room should be, but I don't think it is. Is it like a sunroof, like a sunroom?
Okay, Wiktionary says that this use of baking is in. It doesn't specify it as British, but like, so if you say like like if you say I'm baking, it would mean like I'm very hot.
Yeah.
Wait, so Jonathan, you could say it slipped me up.
Sure. Yes. I feel like as the more I conlang, the worse my English gets.
I mean, in Spanish, you couldn't say like there is a phrase in. I think when I was taught it as Madrid slang. That was "me espada," which is considered like a more informal version of "me da igual." So like I don't care or I don't mind, which is literally it slips me.
But yeah, what is it? So it's like a sunroom, a baking room.
No, it's just a room that's very hot. Like you could replace in the sentence. I think the sentence itself might be kind of weird. Like, okay, no. If you said sleep is for people without hot rooms.
There we go. I think the baking in this participial manner had confused me. I thought it was like a bathroom or like some like British colloquialism for like again a sunroom. You bake in there.
But I think also like
Living room, room where
I
you
feel
live.
like when you say something's if the car was baking, it doesn't imply I think no, it does imply that you were inside the car, I think. And yeah.
Because the car is your oven. The car is baking you.
I do think that there's probably a big international difference between a baking room and a baking room.
That is very true. A baking room is what Aaron is experiencing. A baking room is what Paul Hollywood wish he had.
Mm.
The baking room. Okay. We have like 10 minutes left. I feel like we've both
Will we
got
have a poll at least?
We had at
we
least
have a poll
with answers that are going to be helpful.
Do you want to like go through this table and then like delete it so that we don't have to worry about it?
I think it's a fantastic idea.
Okay.
Just which table are we talking about?
The one with the annoying M's.
Oh, the image. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna make the table, and then because obviously in English you can say all four of them, and we don't have to be able to say all four of them.
Love this.
But
so
deaf, look.
We did, Nemo. We had a poll SVD on the screen.
And then in deaf, look /pass.
Is there a Paul Bollywood? And is there a Paul is it Nollywood or Collywood? Or
I think Quallywood is for Bangla cinema, isn't it? Like in Kolkata.
With, with,
Also,
with a
I'm
K.
feeling I'm feeling awkward about
You have to show with Mary Chat.
how strong that was. Okay, there's a Collywood disambiguation page.
Yeah,
Okay,
because the one in Nigerian.
Bangla. It's Tamil cinema. It's based in
There are too many Luids.
Konambakam.
Karnakatum.
No,
Okay.
Kodambakam. Kodam Kodambakam.
Kunampakam.
Hmm.
Just very beautiful.
And then apparently there's a Kollywood that's just for the Kuru language. And then I'm like, oh, it's just for the Kuru language. It has 2.28 million speakers. So
I never even heard of this language. Kuru.
It's a North Dravidian language, which is like very cool.
That is very cool. That's unique.
And it's an official language in Jharkhand, which I might be visiting
Where?
sometime. Jharkhand.
Jharkhand.
I feel like when you say it, it sounds really wrong.
David is here.
And I feel like I need to hear more Americans say Indian words because,
Uttar
okay,
Pradesh.
I'm going to put this in here. Okay. Jharkhand.
Jharkhand. Jharkhand.
Jharkhand. Okay. That sounds fine. I think you were saying Jharkhand.
I mean, because like, isn't it spelled like Jharkhand?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Oh, I guess Nemo says that's
Wait,
too
what's
close.
close to what? What's close to what? What's close to what?
The amulet of Samarkand. So my eyebrows are like raising, like very like I feel like when I get like very excited, just like, oh yeah.
And now I'm like, what's the? Yeah. So where's the aspiration?
It's, Jharkhand.
Jharkhand. This is Jharkhand. It's because it's in it's that's not the Hindi. That's the English name. I can put the Hindi in here if you want.
Mm.
Okay.
I also
Oh, close to you. I'll have to see
yes.
like what's happening because I expected in a few places. That's the Hindi. So Jharkhand.
Use this.
But I feel like if I said that in English, I sound even more mildly. What's the right word? I don't think it's racist, but like over enthusiastic.
Oh, like when Giada used to say like, oh, I'm gonna just add a little Parmigiano Reggiano to like this pasta here is gonna like, or like
Something in that realm.
I
But
love
I
that.
think it's worse for a British person who's interested in India. I think that there are colonial overtones that don't do me any services.
Well, how do you say this word?
Microwave.
Yeah, you do. Oh yeah, mi growave.
I'm fluent in Nigella.
DJ.
Okay, so
derogatory.
um, so thank you for giving me the over exaggerated Indian accent pass. Because when I started doing my like religious studies course, I decided in that moment I would learn Sanskrit.
Yeah.
And then I started trying to pronounce like all of the words like it was Sanskrit. So it's like karma in my regular English speech. Like and it was a lot. Like Um, so yeah, we can say I have a boat.
We can say I have a boat for darn sure. Oh yeah, David, I please understand the struggles of the multilingual autocorrect being horrible.
Mm.
Like I know the struggles. Sometimes an O will get an accent, and for if I'm writing like so, accent so.
So the boat is mine would be quite easy to say.
Boat is mine. It would be.
The boat is mine.
The love boat.
um, but I'm trying to think how you would basically say boat. You would use we have like the adjective. Do we have an adjective construct? Yeah, yeah.
I
It's
think.
because the adjectives look like nouns, and we
Yeah.
have the possessive forms of the pronouns. So
Mm-hmm. Yep.
the boat nom
Nom.
mine, and it would be also nom copula.
Block. Um. I. Um.
And then let's put like the
Oh yeah, David. Please look at this column and how the publisher left this like first row in an article like this. Thought that was okay.
that's not how we would do it.
Okay, great.
Like it's this is like this is making me question if you've actually like processed anything that we've done in the last week.
I
But also,
mean,
you did your relay in the last week, right?
yeah, I've
I
been
forgive you.
very in depth
I
in
forgive you.
another language, so
Um,
I just realized
what?
that I understand why this is wrong.
Because
There's
there's
a
one nom lock
oh
boat
oh my gosh,
accusative.
yes.
Look, I don't even think that was that rude. I think it was honest.
I think it also was honest. I took no offense to that because honestly, probably so.
And then up here,
Probably
it
so.
would be boat
I'm still processor.
nom. Oh, sorry. This shouldn't be accusative. This is still nominative. But yeah.
Yeah.
Also, like, I think in theory you could swap these around, but to me, it makes sense
Oh
with that information
no.
picture.
Ugh. A giant spider just ran across Tinglish's room.
Okay, I'm embracing my British woman fantasy and being polite and mean. English has lost. Oh, on this, I was like, is our
Oh
stream visuals down?
no. Oh no.
And then there is a boat. The boat. Okay, so boat nom. So regarding the boat, sure.
Yep.
And then this is where we get accusative, locative, and then cop.
Mm-hmm. Bingo.
And then there is a boat on the shore. So do we do so I don't know if the boat is on the shore. There okay, we don't have a okay, it's about the definiteness, right?
It is. It is about the definiteness of this.
So if I'm trying to work out like I think the thing is like in English, the locational ones obviously have a parallel and the positionals don't in English, right?
Correct. The boat is on shore. There is a boat on shore.
Well, it's because have is a different construction. Whereas for us, like, we're non cup.
This is slowly starting to just seem like a not possible construction based upon what we have. Because this also feels
I
like
think
the boat is
I
on
think
the
they're
shore.
just the same.
I think it's going to be the same.
Because on the shore would always be this.
Yep.
And boat would always be this with the copula.
Mhm.
And so I think they are the same because we don't have a definiteness distinction there.
This is iconic. Look at this nice little table.
And then wait, and then we can do slash there.
Indeed.
And then
oh, oh, and that horrible cable can go away.
okay.
Okay.
And now I think at 3 minutes past, we've done the full 90 minutes.
The full 90. That's what my bar was called when I would go watch soccer. Full 90. It's great. It's cute. Awesome. We apologize, or I mostly apologize for the tawdiness to the pod.
I think that we were on perfect lang time.
I think so. Yeah, I think we had a good run for it. We shall see what you vote for this poll, but otherwise, have a happy Bouba.
Goodbye.
Bye, everybody.
See you next week.
And see if you get more XP next week. Yeah, get that chat XP.
We'll see if it sticks around.